It's the Sonic Adventure 2 Let's Play.
Oh. Is that what we're still doing?
It's a spooky Let's Play.
This is our Halloween special, y'all.
Halloween 2020.
Isn't this coming out in like July?
Exactly.
It's coming
No,
out
like you said,
tomorrow.
this is our Halloween 2020 special.
Yes,
Where we
COVID
forgot to-
very bad.
This is FTCR.
We forgot to upload it.
Oh, nice.
The other ones came out at the right time. This was supposed to be early. Wow.
So I had a really bad time with security. So with security, all it's either I get like a really good set on my first try, or I get a whole bunch of really bad tries. And this was one of the time I had a bunch of really bad tries.
But,
Oh, I just thought you were
mean,
using the next gen fast forward feature in the remake.
Hey.
That's what I was
The
doing
rematch?
because I'm like, God, it's taking so long. I gotta see. I was like, oh, I can't do it.
You ruined the illusion. You paused.
I mean, if you had restarted the level, it would have reset all the locations, right?
It runs
So you
scary
could've-
fast.
Well,
No,
I didn't
it's
know
not.
it was a problem, but then
That's what the speedrunners do.
Are you about to die?
I'm gonna say, are you about to run out of time,
Ooh,
my
it's
dude?
gonna be close.
Oh,
Oh,
Good.
Yeah,
There you
looks
go.
like you did.
Wow.
Because that's very much the nature of this level. Is you either get like decent arrangements of the crystals that you're able to find, or you get a pattern that just completely screws you over and that you had no hope of in the beginning
I
trying
don't
to
think
get.
I fucked up this bad when I was when I was 7.
Here comes TJ swinging in. Like, when I was a little kid, I was better at this game.
No, that was what I said, because sometimes I get a really good like arrangement. I can do this level no problem, but then
Sounds like a bunch of
sometimes-
excuses.
Kai, TJ, be nice.
No.
He made this whole game for us to let's play.
The whole game.
How is it that the one that does record none of the games is the one that's the most mad at how Stefan plays the game?
Hang on, TJ.
Fucking got him.
I suggest you learn your place, TJ.
Which is
Come back here when you have your own series about how much to like a certain game console.
Yeah.
David,
Fucker.
I have a question. David, so Rouge is working for Gun right now, right?
Right.
Why does she have to go through all of this effort to steal the Chaos Emeralds when she could just kind of sneakily because it is shown throughout the whole game that she is talking with Gun with no issue. So it just says, "Hey, I need 3 Chaos Emeralds. Can you give them to me?"
I can think
Well,
of
I
two
guess
reasons.
tech-
So they
tech-
can't just give away 3.
Technically, she's in communication with the president, right? She's not speaking, as far as we know, to multiple gun operatives.
Okay, so she'll only the president. Okay, that's what
Right.
I-
Now, I mean, because I know there's some people who'd be like, oh, that means she doesn't work for Gun, but it's like, well, I mean, isn't Gun and the president work together? Clearly, they're connected.
It's the role of the commander-in-chief, yes. Like, we've all taken 10th grade physics, or scissors.
That's
right.
Civics.
Rouge.
Alternatively, she could
Rouge
be keeping up
i-
appearances, or this is fun to her.
Right. If she is a secret agent, then that would imply that people don't really know who she is. Most people, right? She's a secret.
Yeah, like, this base may not know that there's, like, a secret operative, because, like, then it could get out, right?
Yeah, and also if she just walked in and took them,
It's all double blind. Like, she can't tell them. They
Yeah.
can't know, because if either of them knows, they run the risk of treating each other differently, and then Eggman gets let in on the plan, and then it's all for nothing.
Or the gunman.
So-
right.
It's a whole. I mean, Metal Gear does this same shit, but like 3 times over with characters being like triple agents. And you're like, wait a minute. Well then, why did we do half this shit?
Although at the end of the game, there is the part where Shadow's like, "Wait a minute, you're the government spy, Rouge the Bat."
You're-
It's like, are there multiple?
Straight
Rouge
up
the
her
Bats?
name. It's not
Yeah.
even like a code name. It's just, hi, my name is.
Well,
what?
that would have been
Ima-
fun though if she actually had 2 names in this game, like Nails and Rouge or something.
Yeah, but, like, imagine being a week old and being able to identify a modern-day government spy, which, A, you shouldn't be able to identify a government spy that's on the job. That feels, like, counterintuitive, maybe?
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Well,
Shadows
that's
is Shadow is an
Shadow's
exceptional
memories
baby.
were all
Well-
uploaded as he slept.
What kind of clue is that? Very carefully.
Very carefully.
Well, what
Dark
it
room.
was is that 50 years ago on the Ark, Shadow met Rouge's grandmother, who was also named Rouge. This is actually Rouge the Third, right? So
It's just the
Third.
family business.
So,
okay.
so Shadow just thinks it's the same Rouge. He doesn't realize that people can age and die. He thinks the only way someone dies is if they get shot in the back.
If they get shot by gun.
Yeah. He's like, that's the way it happens. I saw it myself.
It's the only time I've ever seen anyone die. There's no other way.
By the way,
Shadow is
David,
extremely traumatized with how death.
what you're telling me regarding Rouge blending in, spoilers, she's about to be complicit with the death of hundreds, if not thousands, of her coworkers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
It's fine.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
Well,
It's
you know, it's like if
She
you
didn't
go
like him anyway.
undercover and somebody gives you a plate of cocaine. Wait, maybe you should edit that part out.
It's okay because the president pardons her afterwards.
Oh, never
That
President
mind.
doesn't
made
make
her
it
do it.
okay. It just means she doesn't get prosecuted.
Maybe it's a rogue faction of Gun.
Why didn't she collect that ring when she ran through it?
Roach. Help yourself.
It's one of the fake rings she throws in Heroes.
Flying dog.
Is Rouge a code name?
No, it's her name.
Right.
I mean,
We
who's
discussed
to
this.
say?
It's her code name, her legal name, her birth name, and her nickname.
And also the name of her club.
And it's the name of her car.
Oh yeah, Club Rouge.
That's a deep cut.
You know, the government spy with the club.
I think she does have I think she had there are a couple times where she has aliases in the comics. I think.
Right. I mean, Sonic had an alias in the comic. He was that ninja or whatever.
You're that
Ninja.
Right. He was dressed up like
Sonic itself is also an alias when you think about it.
Wait, are you telling me that
Yeah.
Sonic had his braless wife bring him a sandwich?
Don't even get me on that right now. Don't even.
Oh
I'm
no.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm just picturing Sonic as Gray Fox now. I'm like you. I have no name.
She's strong.
David, help me
Yes?
pinpoint this. Where did
Okay.
I don't even know how to say it. Ogilvy come from? Was that a
Ogilvy?
UK comic?
Ogilvy?
No, Ogilvy is a pure Ken Penders invention.
Oh, it's
Is
his
it
fault.
now?
Okay.
Yes.
Tell
right,
us
well,
more.
Because in the early issues of Archie, when it was still
Tell
just
me
like
less.
a gag Maurice, Sonic makes a joke because it's like, oh, Sonic the Hedgehog, and he's like, actually, my middle name's Maurice, but don't tell anyone, okay? Like, oh, that's a joke.
Why didn't bring it up?
But then later it's like, oh, Maurice is his real middle name, and then there's an issue where his father or his parents are about to say his real name. He's like, God, don't do it. And then Ken Penders was like, his real name is Ogilvy. He's Ogilvy Maurice Hedgehog. I will reveal this in a future issue. And then he stopped writing for Archie.
Good.
I thought his middle name was The.
According to Sega of America,
Different
if you ask
canon.
Al Nielsen, yes, The was his real middle name. I guess in Sat AM he didn't have a middle name because Sally would call him Sonic Hedgehog, and I don't think, like, I guess Sonic the Hedgehog, you'd be like, wow, that's cool, but I don't think The was meant to be his middle name in the show because Sally wouldn't call him The.
Oh, Al Nielsen.
His middle name in
yeah.
that show was Funny Kiss.
I got more.
The.
I got some more questions about the names of characters. Tails. His real
Okay.
name is Miles. That would imply that some of these characters,
yeah.
like Miles and Amy, that they have normal names. But something like Sonic, that sounds like a nickname he made up for himself, like it is in some of the comics. And Knuckles, that's probably his real name. But
Right.
I'm too stupid to come up with a real name, so I'm just gonna name myself after what I see.
Well, I
Knuckles.
think Knuckles is named after his tribe. Like, he's the last
The
of his
Knuckles
kind.
tribe.
He has to hold all of the, their history in himself.
I like
So
how
he's
y'all
the
are
la-
trying to shit on like Sonic and Knuckles names when there's like Bark right there, and it's like, well, we know where you got your name.
There's Espio, which means he was named after his profession before he
He had one.
had.
Well, there's also technically Knack the Weasel, and then his code his own personal nickname / code name is Fang the Sniper. So it's like
Yes. Although, I guess he's not supposed to be a weasel, but he is a weasel. He's a jerboa.
Wow.
But
Yeah,
he's half
that-
jerboa,
that
half
guy's
wolf,
a
but he's
weasel,
also a
all right.
weasel. So, but his name's Knack, but he's also called Fang, but he's like, he came up with the name Knack because of a contest, because if it wasn't a contest, he would have been called Knack, and they couldn't say Knack and Knuckles in Japan.
Maybe Neck is the alias.
Well, if he didn't win the
Back,
contest,
baby.
if he didn't win the contest, he would have just been called Kurt Ziza.
He had some other name, and it's escaping
I
me
get
like
that.
like a code name.
Kurt Caesar, Kingdom
Roberto.
Hearts. I get it.
Oh, what? It's written
I like the
somewhere.
idea that Vector's parents were like, we're gonna name him Victor, and then they spelled it wrong.
That makes sense.
Pretty sure his real name's Chris
At
Houlihan.
least they were able to spell crocodile right.
And then he became a DJ.
Hell yeah.
That's right. But before, he wasn't Sonic's band. He was a keyboardist. The band broke up. That's why.
Yeah. Sonic Force's speed battle is deep lore.
That's why he became a detective, because he couldn't make it as a musician.
It's a
Well, he
logical
became
career
a detective
choice.
because after he met oh, there was Big. He met SBO and then stole SBO's job. That's basically what happened, right?
Yeah, he's like, I need to go from every dead-end profession I can possibly think of. DJ, detective, content creator.
Content creator?
YouTuber.
Well,
There you
yeah,
go.
because in Sonic Force's speed battle, you can unlock Drip Vector, which is him, on YouTube being like,
Hey guys!
Did you say Drip Vector?
I mean,
That's
look
not a
at
Drip
him.
Vector.
Who's I'm just picturing Vector with like a Supreme hoodie and shit. It's
I mean,
like,
that's-
"Oh,
yeah.
actually
this
what
fits.
It says
that is what it
Chaotix
is.
instead of Supreme, but yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's canon.
I'll send it to you on the old Discord.
Yes.
Oh shit! I wish
So-
you wouldn't.
Oh,
It's
the
happening.
Discord.
I got some bad
But yeah.
news.
Oh, there's Sonic. Oh, and there's Shadow.
Oh, another timeline occurrence.
Oh, this is it.
Double time.
Faker. Faker. That rhymes with Baker, which is what I wanted to be before Maria died. I don't know. I'm not sure where
I'll
that's
make you
going.
edit that audio correctly.
I wanted to give a baker's dozen to every hungry child.
Did you ever notice that they changed Sonic's life icon in the PC version?
Yeah, for some reason the HD version changed people's life icons. I think it was all of them.
Oh, look, Big's in the grate.
Oh, it's him. Wonder what he's doing
Yeah,
there.
Oh, no,
because
Shadow
they have
drowned.
they had the logo
Oh.
that had like his big old Cyclops eye, and this one just has like a side.
It's
view of
almost
his head.
like you're almost looking at the back of his head, but the silhouette is more classic.
Yeah,
looking.
huh? Well, because Eggman's little life icon thing was a little bit different too. That one also got a little update.
See, it was timed perfectly.
I guess Sonic won.
So Shadow actually died, and this fight is just his fever dream as he drifts away.
It's just like Jacob's
I saw
ladder.
a thing recently, and I've never tried it, but apparently if you never attack Shadow, he won't attack you. Like you have to make the
Pacifist
first move
run.
in this fight. Yeah, it ends there.
You got 8 minutes.
Okay,
I was
here's
about
the
to
problem.
say, remember when the island was going to blow up in 5 minutes?
Yeah. So in the Dark
What's
Story,
up?
it's only a minute and a half. Meanwhile, in the Hero Story, it's like 5 minutes. It's like
8 minutes, yeah.
Timeline discrepancies. It's two different timelines.
It's like Gamma in Knuckles' story. It's like, don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
Well, I think maybe we're supposed to look at that clock in a liberal fashion, right?
Not a conservative one.
Well, because okay, so in White Jungle, that was what? I mean, White Jungle. How much time did Shadow have? 10 minutes?
10 minutes. Yeah.
Yes, and Rouge had 5 minutes, so that made 15. And Eggman was like, "Oh, you got 15 minutes," but you can't. Most people aren't going to beat it in 15 minutes. So let's say Sonic's
bet?
got 8 minutes here. So then, and Sonic won't take 8 minutes to beat it unless I don't know what you haven't played it before. And so really it all evens out pretty well if you can consider actual gameplay time. It's 15 minutes. Although Rouge totally didn't need 5 minutes to collect the Chaos Emeralds, because if it was 15 minutes, then she should have had more than 5 minutes. So really, her dying after 5 minutes makes no sense because
Blows up.
Okay!
David the Lurker owns the libs with facts and logic.
David once bought an entire piece of wood from a Home Depot just to own the retro libs.
This single copy of Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. This beautiful copy.
Jesus. You didn't deserve this, David, but it's all we can give to you.
It's happening.
TikTok.
I'm gonna get found on the Twitters.
Cancel.
Yeah, they're gonna
I've
cancel
never
the shit
made a
out of you, but that's
TikTok.
okay. We can deal
I've
with
never.
it.
Oh. How does one make a TikTok?
I don't know.
You can do that
Like
right
just
now if you want.
one or what?
Oh,
I
does
don't
that mean
wanna
I
know.
can make a TikTok account where every time we record, I'm like, "Hey guys,
You just
this is
leak
David Lurker
everything we
getting
do."
ready."
No, David. Per your contract, you know damn well and good that you're not allowed to have any sort of social media presence without our express approval.
Oh,
God,
yeah.
can you imagine how horrible an FTCR TikTok would be?
God.
TJ would be the one running it because TJ likes Vine a lot, and I think that would work out. But
Yeah,
the
that's
second there
definitely
any,
true.
I was gonna say, if any one of us is gonna be in charge, I'd nominate TJ.
but the second the rest of us try and log on, I think we'd fuck it up.
we would all just forget the password alone. Like that would be the only
Yeah.
humor coming out of it. Would be the fact that we
Oh.
couldn't even like keep track of it.
Oh heck!
Ah!
Whoa,
Oh, there's a
Sonic.
balloon for some reason. We're good.
You know, it always bugged me that you don't get an item after hitting that balloon.
Yeah,
Well, do
right.
you actually pop it, or is it meant to be like, oh, you just missed it? Because I was wondering, like, if there's a,
Maybe.
if that instead you're supposed to take like an alternate path in order to get that balloon.
Oh,
Yes.
that'd be meaner though. Oh, fuck you, TJ.
Oh,
Got him.
I honestly cannot believe that the game gave you that jump off, but you made it back to the bumper.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna die there, and I was like, oh crap, not again.
Damn, not
Stefan's
here.
a pro player, man. Look at that giant bug. It's kind of gross. Should step on it.
No, dude, to see if on Shadow's screen earlier it said 3 minutes, it would have been fine. Because then, like, oh, it would have been like just enough time. But now it's like, now we're gonna see
Meanwhile,
Uh-oh.
1 minute.
oh,
Oh no!
I guess you could have done a split screen, like 1 minute before you finish the level.
I say, has
No,
someone
but
out
then it
there
comes to
done a
5
whole
seconds.
big?
It took Shadow 50 seconds to land.
Yeah,
She
I
should've-
guess that's why
she should have
maybe
brought a
it's not-
bag for those.
So something.
Didn't think ahead.
If you bring a reusable bag, the grocery store doesn't have to order as many bags because you just bring your own.
Whoa!
I love that playing both of those, playing 2 files of that cutscene
God.
with each other makes it sound like Transformers reverb.
They said it was just a video game, but I knew better.
Hate you.
I knew you'd like that, David.
Oh god! It's me. I'm still doing something. I'm Knuckles.
Hey, look, it's Haunted Castle or Hang Castle. A hero.
I'm going to pause the game.
You can dig now.
You see that pause was totally not me changing between recordings. Nope, definitely not.
Ooh. What? How could you?
Oh, you didn't do this all at once?
Hunted P. Arby's post?
Also, you mentioned Hang Castle foreshadowing. I'm like, yeah, actually, yeah. What if this is Hang Castle?
level.
Welcome to Hang Castle.
Hill.
I know that level way too well at this point. I got all A ranks in Sonic Heroes.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I haven't done that.
You know what's a little sad about that? The best
What?
the best level design, the best platforming in the whole game is hidden behind super hard modes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow.
I've never played Super Hard Mode Hero, so I have no idea what.
It's not
what
worth
is.
it unless you want to go for all A ranks.
You have to do some weird stuff with the sunglasses.
Shit's gonna get weird.
Tell me more.
I have played Expert Mode in Shadow the Hedgehog. I've done that.
You madman.
Oh,
Wait,
that-
weird things with sunglasses. Is that a fucking They Live reference in my Sonic game?
I mean, kind of, yeah, because one of the power-ups you can get, is sunglasses, and that when you put it on, it lets you see like hidden objects and like hidden
That's
Like,
true.
I know we already made a whole kick-ass and chew bubblegum joke in this Let's Play, but I didn't know that we were gonna like really get into 80s cinema there.
Rest in peace, Roddy Piper.
Damn son, we out here.
Mexi, it works because John Carpenter is a big Sonic fan.
that is true.
Well, then why didn't he make the Sonic movie?
Exactly. It's like John Carpenter's right there. Like, I love Sonic. I even love the one where he turns into a
Look at him.
werewolf.
He's right there.
Like, oh,
Isn't that the Halloween guy?
Please give John Carpenter the Sonic Unleashed right so that he can turn it into just like a messed up body horror, just like psychological fest. Like I would
True art, it was always meant to be. This summer.
the truest form of Sonic. Like y'all want a Sonic movie that has Green Hill and whatever. It's like no, y'all are missing it if you don't want your freaking like body snatching morphing alien Sonic movie.
Hey, David.
Yes.
I got a question for you, lore-wise, about Pumpkin Hill.
Ooh,
Are all-
here we go.
Is there some kind of cult involved with this place? Because all these pumpkin mounds in the background just look into the center of the stage.
Is there a what?
So a sort of cult, because
A
I don't
cult?
think
Oh.
I don't think these mountains in the background are naturally formed. Someone must have carved them that way to make them all look in the same direction.
I like this
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah, I mean, they're. I would say that they were carved. Whether or not
David, tell him about the ancient echidnas and how they carved the pumpkin mountain.
Say the
Well, I mean,
line.
we're not.
Say the line, David.
I think
the
this
la-
was made by a Halloween and train cult. They love both, and they designed everything to meet at the center there with the train. And they're like,
Yay!
this is what I'm doing.
the way the levels design actually gives me a lot of Spyro 1 feels, like the way
Kinda
like, those,
does.
like, where it's just kind of like one platform floating in nothing, and then there's like kind of like the empty, there's like this emptiness like in front of it that's kind of like that acts as a background.
You know
Kinda
what?
does.
I can see
Pretty
that, actually.
Spyro-y.
Got a lot of animals.
Do you ever do the glitch where you just put the thing in front of the Chow and you can reuse it over and over and over and over and over again?
Oh, that was
I
a
don't
pain
think
to learn.
Oh. Oh, well, so you just do
I'm
it
gonna turn my
manually.
Chow into an abomination.
Well, that's what you do with Chow.
I turned mine Chow into a ghost. He's cute.
Everything will be okay.
Thanks,
Throw him in
Tails.
the water.
Right.
Tails, you don't know that. Don't lie to the child.
Couldn't
Did
even
the
fix
echidnas
Omega.
have? Oh, mate, what?
Tails couldn't even fix Omega. He can't assure me.
He. Well,
Tails?
once he finds Tiny Sonic, he can.
Oh, he can
fix
walk
Omega.
Tails can't fix Omega, but Donkey Kong can.
He can walk now. Immediately trips.
So speaking of Donkey Kong,
Yes, I'm all ears.
can you guys believe that Metropolis Zone exists beneath Oil Ocean Zone?
I know, right?
Who put it there?
But how would you? That doesn't. The oil. It needs to go through. No.
Yes.
No. Go.
Thank you for joining us, Lane Dirt, on these four fuckeries.
It's cursed.
No
parts.
problem.
Did you enjoy your time?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
You don't have to lie.
Yeah, with
so.
a question mark.
Like,
Well,
You guys are fucking weird.
Is there anything you want to plug?
yeah, unlike this time, I actually have a Twitter. I have 3 of these
Ooh.
flipping things. One is called Puyo Preserver. I collected a bunch of Puyo Puyo stuff and collected them all into a Puyo drive for everyone to access. I even rip and scan some books. My second Twitter is that, but I shitpost all day with Puyo Puyo stuff. And my third one is my personal one, which I use infrequently, but I use sometimes to shill things like this in the chat, if you don't mind showing that on screen. I make a bunch of, I buy a bunch of panels and I put a whole lot of pixels on them.
Ooh, I'm seeing what you posted right now. That looks really nice.
Yeah, I've done a lot.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do commissions, so pay me.
Damn.
That's the way you got to do it online. Just say pay
Yeah.
me, and then it'll work.
Yeah, I'm not going to say my Twitter stuff out loud because it's dumb. You can show them on screen though.
Yeah, I'll put it on screen. I'll put it in the description down below.
Yeah.
I'll put links to your other pages, and yeah.
so, if you're into the lore of Puyo Puyo, where does Sonic the Hedgehog show up in the Puyo timeline? Huh?
To be honest, I don't. At this point, I don't really care about the lore of either Puyo Puyo or Sonic. But
Correct answer.
Reflected.
I'm not sure where it takes place in the Sonic timeline, but I do know where Sonic fits in on the Roger Craig Smith timeline. Puyo Puyo Tetsu was Roger Craig Smith's best performance as Sonic.
But not his last. Stay tuned.
Oh, right. Yeah,
Done.
but...
December 2016.